If you're just starting to build visibility, you've picked the perfect time. The game has shifted so much in the past 2 years, more than probably in the previous decade, providing this massive opportunity to leverage new strategies. I'm going to give you a simple 3-step process to get found in AI search based on experiments working for over 1,000 businesses and generating billions in revenue. It used to be about getting on Google, but now when we do these strategies, we get AI leads and SEO leads. It's kind of like 2 for the price of 1. So let's dive straight into the steps. Step 1 is target conversational queries. So stop thinking in keywords and start thinking in topics. AI tools understand natural language better than any kind of keyword stuff title tag ever could. Users ask AI full questions, not 1 or 2 keywords, which means we need to own topics. I had this very quiet get together at my house, and in the morning, I found a few stains on the couch. My search behavior previously would have meant I just searched leather stain remover, but I love my couch and I saw that the stain removers weren't for leather, and I started thinking, well, what if they damage it? But with AI, I could get more creative. And I used voice search and said, how can I remove this stain on the couch without damaging it? I think it's red wine. I just took a photo of it and I hit search. In that response, I got instructions on how to DIY it and a few product suggestions. Those product suggestions focused directly on the specific question and the pain point I gave it, rather than just showing generic stain remover. So the action here is to find long tail question-based keywords. You can use Google Search Console to identify these queries that are 10 words or longer, or you can use tools like Answer the Public or Ahrefs if you've got a bit of coin to find out what questions your audience is asking. A great one is Reddit because it's this huge source of human written questions, but the best one is customer emails. And if you're on Google, you can use Gemini to crawl through all your emails to see what common questions people might have. If you farm these sources for unique questions, you're going to be able to expand what you target and optimize for way beyond what traditional keyword research is going to give you. Then it's just about creating simple new content or updating pages with these specific queries. So for example, if I was targeting leather couch cleaning as a generic kind of blog post, I would target instead how to clean a leather couch without damaging the material. I would either put it as a post or I'd have an FAQ on the product page explaining it. This is way more impactful and specific. So users can find you through these searches. They're less competitive and they help you kill in those AI results. Step 2 is adopting this answer first structure. So structure your content. AI search engines have to process huge amounts of text very, very quickly to build that summary. If you make them work too hard to find the answer, they just skip you. So let me give you an example. We had this billion-dollar client in the medical lab equipment space, and they are the absolute authority in their niche. But their website was just buried with these PDFs and really, really heavy technical research content. And when these AI overviews rolled out, their visibility just got absolutely new. Although they were in the training data, their information was just too dense and technical, which made it difficult for AI to even cite them. The content was so highly regulated that we couldn't really touch it. So instead, all we did was make small structural changes, updating the headings based on the questions that we talked about in step 1, and just bridging that gap between content and AI with shorter sentences. Within 2 months, visibility jumped up 33% year on year, and the keywords in the top 3 increased by 140%. So what you should apply to your brand is to start your articles with a direct, concise answer to the query within that first 100 to 200 words. The age of having a recipe website where you tell your whole life story before getting to the actual cookie recipe is gone. It should be in the first 100 to 200 words. And then you should be using bullet points for the checklists and numbered lists for step-by-step guides. All you need to do in 2026 is to make your expertise easier for AI to understand. Just keep it super simple. The last step is building authority, as Google calls it EEAT. All it is just proving that you're trustworthy. AI tools want to trust sources that are referenced by other reputable sources. Again, they have that concept that explain it. They call it EEAT: experience, expertise, authority, and trustworthiness. There was this brand called the Meat and Wine Co., and we leveraged their internal team's expertise to create this huge informational hub called the Meat Master. Instead of generic content, we explicitly referenced their expert chefs that they had throughout the educational hub to authenticate that expert advice. We align this with external partnerships, like featuring in hospitality publications, to really solidify their brand as the meat experts in search. So the action here is to get cited. Get mentioned by industry websites or news websites. Get really high quality backlinks because AI uses search engines which rely on links to find that information. Another really handy hack here is author bios to clearly outline the credentials of the person writing the content to establish that real-world expertise. The result? Within months, ChatGPT and Google were referencing the brand directly as an authority in steak education and as a go-to restaurant for people to go. The cherry on top was all the work we did creating the Meat Masters was what led us to winning the best SEO campaign at the Search Awards. So it's super easy to do, and you can do it yourself. Remember, the goal of AI SEO is to establish yourself as the leading authority on a particular subject. AI engines will cite your brand if you target those conversational questions, you structure your answers, and you build authority. If you found this breakdown helpful, click the like button and subscribe because we're publishing new AI search strategies weekly.